Group Shelter to Soldier is up for an award. The Defender Service Awards presented by Chase names Shelter to Soldier as a finalist in the honoree category. So joining me now is Graham Bloom, the president and co-founder of Shelter to Soldier. So great to see you again, Graham. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Give us an idea for those who don't know. We've talked about it before, but what exactly you guys do as far as animals and helping those who have served our country?
Yeah, our primary mission is adopting homeless dogs, training them to become service animals, placing them at no charge with veterans in need. We also have canine ambassadors. Those dogs are therapy dogs instead of service animals, so they're giving love to many. And then we've got morale dogs. Those dogs are giving love to our active duty Navy sailors and Marines on the ships.
So these are dogs that would otherwise just be in a shelter, or maybe not have a future?
Yeah, so, you know, they're in shelters, and whether they have an opportunity to get out and find a home or not, but even a lot of them have been adopted and returned many times. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, they're homeless. They need an opportunity.
I remember we've talked about this before, but tell me about the cost and the time that it takes to take a dog that is an otherwise normal dog, if you will, to a dog that has a specific job like this.
Yeah, it takes about 18 to 20 months on average to train them. So we have to house them, feed them, medical care, professional dog trainers, public access hours and training, getting them out in the community. And so it's an average of about $22,000 over the course of that program in costs that we incur to be able to donate these dogs.
Tell me about those who receive the dogs and the effect it has on them.
Yeah, really special. The veterans that come to us are in need, for sure. You know, they have to apply and demonstrate their need for a working service animal, and the difference in them pre-program, during, and post-program is profound.
Give us an idea of some of the ailments we're talking about. PTSD, I imagine, is certainly.
Yeah, post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, nightmares and night terrors, extreme hypervigilance, anxiety, insomnia. The list goes on, sadly, and yeah, it's just, you know, having a best friend that's also task trained to support makes a world of difference.
And we talk often about the suicide rates, for example, in the military. Have we seen those numbers come down among those who are in a program like this?
Yeah, so we're seeing a huge shift and a change in the overall mental health and stability. You know, we always say this isn't the end-all, fix-all. It's not the only solution, but it is an amazing tool, and we're seeing, you know, a lot of growth and positive change in these lives.
Can you give us any examples or like a story of somebody who has had this?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, but like one of the more common stories is I'm not leaving my home, I'm not attending family functions, I'm not, you know, wanting to go to work or currently employed, but I can be. And then we get through the program and it's like, hey, I just graduated with my master's degree, I'm back in the field that I love, doing a job that I love, or I'm attending my kids' functions that I wasn't before, traveling and going places that they haven't been able to go to in some time. We had a huge victory story of someone going to watch a Padres game in a huge stadium, and that was off limits before. You know, it wasn't somewhere where it was just too much, the environment. They went with their dog and they were like, this was the coolest thing ever. I got to watch my team in person live, and I felt good the whole time.
It's amazing the impact animals can have. Like, how did you come upon this and decide, like, this is the path we want to take?
Just been a dog trainer for a little over 25 years in the community professionally, and have trained a lot of service animals, realizing that there's so many people that need and deserve them that can't afford them. In the for-profit sector, service dogs really range from about $55,000 to $80,000. We're able to do it for less based on the costs that we have as a nonprofit. So yeah, it was just a passion driven. There's 3 founders, and we all came together and decided we wanted to make a change in both lives. And, you know, the motto is saving lives 2 at a time. It takes a village. You guys being a part of it, thanks so much for your help.
I want to talk about the award here in just a second, but as a dog trainer of 25 years and somebody who does this, that is impacting so many lives, like, I'm always curious, because I'm diabetic, so I'm like, if I wanted a dog that helps with blood sugar, for example, how do you train a dog to know this, to know that, to understand, to communicate, to not be affected by outside factors?
Yeah, there's so many steps and phases, obedience being a core foundation. The dog has to be obedient enough to engage with you, pay attention to you, ignore distractions, listen to the cues. Public access training desensitizes the dogs to environmental noises, footing, flooring, just different exposure in life. So again, they can be focused on their job. Once you have that foundation in the animal where they can do their job, focus, and they're highly obedient, and not bothered by things in life that we see every day. During that, in tandem, we're teaching tasks. Every task is different. Diabetic alert is very specific. So there's different forms of teaching and shaping behavior, but really you can shape a behavior, which is starting from the ground up and teaching it, food luring, guiding. You can do what's called capturing the behavior. So if the dog offers it, you capture it, you let them know they did the right thing, you reward it, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, that worked, let's try it again. Yeah. Diabetic alert dogs, it's a lot of both shaping and capturing. We might have a dog who's naturally offering an alert, and we can just capture that alert. But yeah, that's very complex. You're talking about getting swabs, following glucose events, and really teaching the dog to be able to detect through sense detection.
We know dogs are smart. We know they have all these abilities, but it's like amazing just to think about all the work that goes into each step of the process. I want to talk about this award real quick. So tell us what exactly you're up for, how we can help.
Yeah, Defender Service Awards, honored to be a finalist. We were last year as well. We just missed. We're trying to push. It's all about votes and getting the support. So if we win, we get a Defender 130 and $30,000 in cash prizes.
This is a vehicle, a Land Rover?
Yes, and it's customized to our needs, which are, loading lots of dogs in and out of it all day, every day.
How does this program not win? We got to make sure that we're doing our part to support.
Yeah, I mean, we're transporting dogs from shelters to our facility. We're transporting them to the public for public access, to the Navy ships for therapy work. And again, we're saving lives 2 at a time. So yeah, vote for us. Let us have that opportunity. Our team of trainers, they're constantly in and out of their cars. It'd be a huge help to have a dedicated vehicle.
Awesome. I think there's 3 days left to do it, right?
Yeah, Friday voting ends.
Okay, 9 p.m. I looked it up, so it's midnight East Coast time. So you have until Friday. You can vote, I think, once a day.
Yeah.
If not mistaken. So if you want to support your wonderful program, Shelter to Soldiers, folks can go on fox5sandiego.com under the Scene On tab. I believe we have a link there that folks can click on that and vote and support you guys and hopefully get you a win here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, thank you. Take a couple minutes, click vote, and it'll go a long way.
Terrific program, Graham. Thanks for coming in again to talk to us about it and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being here. All right.